Hey, what's up, YouTube? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. This is a new video for me. I'm going to do the best I can at it. So this is actually about my Scuff Prestige controller actually basically catching on fire while I was trying to use it. So I kind of want to jump into the video. I'm on Scuff's website right now. Just to show you guys a few things here in a minute. So I've had a lot of issue out of this Prestige. I have the original Scuff Instinct, I think it's called. No, I'm sorry, that's the Instinct. I think maybe the new one. But anyway, here's the original Scuff. This is the Infinity One. Yep, this came out when the Xbox One actually came out. This controller is amazing. I had it for years. Never had any issues out of it. I probably used it for about 3 or 4 good years before it kind of crapped the bed on me, and I had to go to something different. I actually ended up going to this. I think it was Elite Series 1 is what came out. So anyway, I want to talk about this Prestige controller real quick. I'll try to make this a short video. I've actually took this video probably about 3 times, and it always ends up being like 20 minutes because it's a long story, so I'll keep it short. So I got this in 2021. I paid about somewhere around $250 for it after shipping and everything. It's pretty expensive. I got it in, I guess, March. I got it in March of 21, and I got it out of the box. Played it for, I'm not gonna say 3 days, as in like 72 hours. I played it for 3 good gaming sessions, probably about a total of 10 hours. Maybe 12 hours. I think it might have been on the weekend. So all of a sudden the controller just started shutting off on me a few times. I would just turn it back on, then it shut off, and then it wouldn't come back on. So I put it on charge. It was playing a little bit, and then it shut off. And when it shut off this time, something weird happened. It actually started smoking from the D-pad. And I noticed it because I felt it was oddly warm, and I could smell it. You could smell like burning plastic or burning rubber. So the plate on it is made out of... or it's magnetized, so it just snaps off, as you can see. So I pulled the plate off, and right here at the D-pad, let me show you guys, right here at the D-pad, it was smoking. There was smoke coming out. I tried to get a video back then. I had a good video of it. It didn't show up so well, but I don't have that video anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but I contacted Scuff through Twitter, by the way, which is to me, it's so unprofessional to have your customer support, customer service through a social media platform. Maybe some people don't like Twitter. Maybe some people don't have Twitter accounts, but that's the only way. You can't call them, you can't email them, you have to go through Twitter. Eventually you'll get an email from them, but you're not corresponding with anybody. Everything's communicated through Twitter. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I get a hold of somebody. They're like, oh my goodness, they want all the information on it. Did I burn myself? A little bit. I kind of blew it out of proportion for them, but they wanted everything. They're scared to death about this. I should have held on to it and made them sweat a little longer, because they didn't send me a brand new controller. They repaired this one. And you would think in a situation like that, that's what a good company would do. But as far as quality control goes, Scuff has terrible quality control now. Used to, it was really good. For instance, I've been through 4 sets of these paddles. These paddles are... Let me show you guys these paddles real quick. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you the paddles. So here's the Scuff main website, and I'm going to show you guys these paddles. So this is the Scuff main website. This is their new Instinct controller through here, and I'm going to jump over here to the Prestige paddles. Okay, these are $12.99 plus shipping, which puts these at, I think it ends up being like $21. I think ends up being $21 for this. And I've bought 2 sets of these at $42. So if you take that $42, you add it on to about the $250, maybe $260 that I put in this controller. This is a $300 controller. On top of that, so they sent me, I want to jump into this real quick, or get back on track. They sent me this controller back. I used it for a little bit and then had to put it in the storage. I actually stored in this original Scuff gaming case. This thing's 10 years old. This thing's actually older than 10 years. This actually came out with the Xbox 360 when Scuff originally started making controllers for the Xbox. But anyway, I stored this controller in that case. It was on storage for about 4 months. I got it back out, tried to use it. The controller started having a lot of issues with it. I used it a little bit, had a lot of issues. So I contacted Scuff, told them the issues and the prior issues I had. Basically told me that the controller was out of warranty at that point in time. Mind you, it had been nearly a year, okay? So it was definitely out of warranty, but I was trying to see if they would look back and say, okay, we see we've given this guy a lemon, let's help him out. No, I had to pay 40, it was almost 50 bucks for that. Well, now I'm well over the $300 range in this controller. And honestly, I'm thinking, dang, man, I just want a good product that would work. I sent it in, they sent it back, and it developed a new issue. They sent it back, this stopped working. Audio quit coming through. I was using an M80 chat mixer from Astro. It quit working. They sent it back, still didn't work. They changed out the jack. They thought it was the jack for some reason, and they sent it back and said that they had tested it. If you had tested it, you would have known that that didn't work. So what kind of testing are you doing? Are you just turning it on saying, oh, the light came on, it's good to go? No, they didn't test. I don't think they tested anything. The controller was in the same shape it was but every time I sent back, except for along these lines right here. Let me pull it full. Along these lines right here, you can kind of see there's a dent right there. Yeah, they absolutely butchered the side of this controller. Just from pushing like a sharp tool in there, a screwdriver or something like that. They have just dented. They've pulled the rubber away. They've actually pulled the rubber away right here. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but they've pulled the rubber away from the controller. This controller was in mint condition when I sent this to them. There was not a blemish on this controller, and they literally butchered the edges of it. Is that a big complaint? No, but that just tells you how crappy the quality control is for over a $300 controller. So I have about 5 different times I sent this back to them. Every time it come back, it had different. I think around the third time I sent it back for this, came back, still didn't work, by the way. But I couldn't charge it. I couldn't charge the controller. The charging port was broke on it. I couldn't charge the controller. Got a hold of them again, sent it back to them, come back. I'm trying to play it. The paddles don't work at all. The buttons didn't work. Had to send it back to them again. It comes back. I think I got it in about 3 or 4 days ago. So it comes in about 3 or 4 days ago. I'm so excited to play it. I get it out. I hook it up to my PC. I'm gaming with it. I'm about 3 or 4 games in. I love using this. When it works, I love it. And I'm trying to use this controller, and all of a sudden, I attack slide. So it's like, squat, squat, jump, squat, squat, jump, and I snap. I'm like, squat, squat, jump, snap. Snap the damn thing right off, and I said, holy cow, I've got to order more paddles, which is extremely ridiculous. So I go onto the website to order some more paddles, which is going to cost me $20 for a set. I was probably going to order 2 sets of them, but look at how much. These things are $12.99 plus tax and everything. Like I said, about $21, and they're out of stock. All colors. They have gray, black, and red, and all of them are out of stock. Unfortunately, that makes this controller over a $300 paperweight. Without these paddles, I'll be honest with you, without these paddles, this controller's not useless. But why would you spend $300 on something you can't use? You know what I'm saying? I've been through so much trouble with this Prestige controller. It's really left a sour taste in my mouth with Scuff. I kind of fall in the same mindset as these other guys. What sucks is you see these Call of Duty pro players using Scuff and sponsored by Scuff, and they don't really talk about Scuff that much. They just say, hey, if you want to be like a pro, you'll use a Scuff. And they may use them, but I wonder if they have any stories about how many times they've had to change out controllers because their controllers just totally crap the bed on them. Other than that, the Scuff controllers is got a name about itself. The qualities went down tremendously, just like everything, I guess, in the United States. This went down tremendously. It just sucks that you've placed such a premium price for this controller, and the quality of it's pathetic. It's not a $300 quality. This is a cheap $40 Amazon ripoff controller quality. It's very sad to see. But other than that, guys, that's my little rant about Scuff. That's my story about my controller basically catching on fire, and Scuff not doing anything about it, basically, except for repairing it, which it never got repaired, So other than that, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hit the like button. I appreciate you stopping by. If you want to see more content about this, let me know down in the comment section, and I'll hook you guys up. Until next time, take it easy. Hey, what's going on YouTube? Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Man, I've got a banger